All right, Shalom, Shalom. Brothers from GmsTampa Bay coming at you with another weekly class. Lord's will is edifying. I'm going to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh. Edifying us. I'm going to give all the praises and glory. You know, double honor to the elders, apostles, great millstone. Much blessing and salutations to the Akimar on the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth and sincerity. And, we're just going to dive into a few precepts, going into, you know, everything that's going on right now, everything that Esau's talking about in these, the World Economic Forum meetings, everything that he's plotting, that they're talking amongst themselves. Esau Edom is meeting in his secret places, okay? And he's preparing what's getting ready to come upon the planet Earth, which is ultimately the plan of the Lord. Okay, but at the end of the day, the Lord will disappoint this devil, and he will bring about the judgment of these demons. Okay, these devils, and he will deliver his elect who are vexed with the filthy conversation, who are crying out to the Lord. Okay, and when you go into the law, the woman that gets grabbed up by another man and she crying not out, she's gonna be judged along with that guy. Okay, which is what the majority of our people, the people of Israel, that's what they're doing. They're not crying out, so they're game. Okay, but see, the elect, Lord's will be a part of that number. We're crying out unto the Lord, crying out, and people are seeing this. They're seeing us out here crying out, But ultimately, the ears that we want our crying out to fall upon is the Lord, man, and ultimately, that's the deliverance that we're waiting for. Nobody on this planet Earth is going to come to deliver us. All these people that hear the prophets of the Lord's crying out on the highways and byways and doing the videos, ain't nobody gonna come and be like, you know what, we need to do something about these Hebrew Israelites. They're crying out. Somebody needs to go help them. Let's see if we can't make things a little bit better for them, so we don't have to see them on the streets no more. Nobody's saying that. Okay. And what these people fail to realize is that what the Lord is getting ready to send to you people for failure of recognizing what the Lord is doing on the earth is great catastrophe, a day like no other. Okay, so this is what we pray for. This is what we're waiting on the Lord to come and do, is to deliver us from the times that are coming up ahead, and knowing that if somebody wants to get real quick, Revelation 12:12, knowing that this devil is coming down on us harder than he's ever came down on us. You even got people in the world. I was just talking to somebody earlier today that works for in the financial sector, and they were telling me that their job, they had a meeting today, and they're anticipating a mild to moderate recession this year. They were having a bonus budget meeting, and they within that little company, they're expecting. So if low level as people like this are expecting, what do you think the rest of there has to be something that's telling these people this? Okay, they're not just pulling numbers out of thin air. Okay, you have experts that do this type of research, and things are getting ready to be rough on the earth. Okay.
If I may back you up, communication on the technical side is count. That's why in the head of Esau Edom getting your report from Satan himself, getting his report from Father on down and kick it out. And the time of being a nigger or being ignorant of what the times we're living in is being cut short. And that's what, we're not going to be out here doing these lessons too much longer because Esau Edom is coming down with that.
Research article. This is from U.S. News and the World Report. It says Recession 2023. What to watch and how to prepare. Investors should be ready for a U.S. recession in 2023. Analysts say it reads investors can make most of a difficult situation by knowing which risk factors to watch, how to position their portfolios to size their performance if recession is looming in 2023. Geopolitical tensions, energy market imbalance, consistently high inflation numbers, and rising interest rates have many investors and economics concerned that the U.S. recession is inevitable.
And the thing with the rising interest rates is that it used to be a tool that was used to quell people's spending, so that people would the economy would slow down and inflation wouldn't be going, prices wouldn't be going up as quick, and it would slow things back down and kind of get things back to normal. Well, now inflation is not working. Isaiah 19, Lord has mingled the perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and every work felleth thereof. Roughly paraphrasing. It's not working. They raise interest rates, and it's still the same fucking story. Eggs going from $2 to $8. So then let's raise it up again, and it really is all planned. They're all doing this for a reason. And this is ultimately to bring the collapse of the dollar, but it's not working. Okay, whether it's planned or not, it's in the eyes of those who think it's supposed to be working, it's not working. Okay, inflation is here to stay. Okay, you expect things to keep going up. Okay, we're getting through the holidays. They just lowered gas, and now it's back up, going up. Just a couple days ago, it was like 6-7 cents cheaper. Okay, and it's gonna keep going up, and then it's gonna go back down a little bit. But hey, man, just because gas is going up and down doesn't mean a damn thing. Okay, the things you have to be looking for, people aren't really looking for. Only the prophets are watching out for these things. Okay, but keep going.
Reads recession risks have been rising throughout 2022 as the Federal Reserve has arisen in interest rates in its ongoing battle against inflation.
Yeah, it's ongoing because you ain't gonna be able to beat it. They faking the funk with you people. They telling you they're raising that shit just to get your money, so they can clean up the street, so to say, get that money out of the system, so that when that time comes to bring about the charagma, there is not that much of a big of a battle because people are already fed up with the dollar. Okay, go ahead.
This is good news for investors. The U.S. economy has remained relatively strong up to this point.
Right. Yeah.
Irrelevant.
Yeah. Relevantly strong compared to all the other shit in the world, but it's still shit. Okay. You got people out here playing with funny money, like they really got something, man. They try to flaunt it in our faces, like we give a damn. Like you people, and then the person I talked to earlier today, they were like, "Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this to come?" And I'm like, "Bro, I've been ready for this. What do I got to lose?" Lord's will, I don't got nothing to lose because, hey, we've been detached from this world, man. The prophet, this is why the Lord said, "Come up out of my people that you be not partakers with their sins," man. Because the things that are getting ready to come down the pipe on you motherfuckers, man, y'all getting ready to lose everything. This shit ain't even gonna be, it ain't gonna be no forewarning. Because you already been told. And you ignored it. So your ass getting ready to get smacked in the face. Literally. You're gonna be looking down that hole and boom. That little potato comes out that potato can. So to say.
Yeah, that's why also it says in the scriptures that the Lord said what? basically sacrifices from. He that tries to save himself shall lose it. So the brothers going in on, brothers already made that ultimate sacrifice, giving up the cares of the world. Okay? And now when it comes to everything he took it, he already gave it away. He disattached himself from those pleasures. You know? That's the whole thing of getting trained up for this battle. Our temptation, you know? But the quick precept that you asked for?
Real quick, let me get this real quick. This is Isaiah 59, 19. And it reads, Salakia, yeah, 59, 19, it says, oh, yep. Isaiah 59 and 18, it says, according to their deeds, accordingly he will repay fury to his adversaries, recompense his enemies. To the islands he will repay recompense. And this is the thing, is the majority of the planet Earth has been adversarial against the Most High, okay, including a good portion of his own people. So he's going to repay unto you. There's a recompense coming for this. And it says, verse 19, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. And, this is what's getting ready to be done upon the earth. The enemy's getting ready to come in like a flood, man. Brothers always talk about the opening of the floodgates. Once those gates start to even creep open, water's coming to gush in. And this is what the prophecies are going to be. Y'all getting ready to go back into that Revelation 11, like the Apostle Ramla was going into, you being partaking in the prophecies, man. You people are getting the people on the earth who are getting ready to be judged. Y'all gonna be prophesying, man, because y'all gonna be going through the prophecies. Okay, your ass gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You're gonna be hurt. You're gonna be starving. You're gonna be eating children. Okay, and at the end of the day, you're not gonna have no one to redeem you. Okay.
Proverbs say, this day is far long. All right.
Yeah,
he prophesied, he prophesied something far off. So the brother made a beautiful point. Now the prophecy is starting to catch up to you people. All the things that we're speaking about, that we've been speaking about from the elders, starting from the elders, apostles, great millstone down. Now you're finna start to, as the brother said, you finna be living these processes. You finna be going through these processes. All right, it's now catching up to you. It's not carrying no more.
And the word of the Lord came to the same Son of Man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that you did for many days to come.
Yeah, that's not coming now. That's we just grandchildren screw children. Right. If thou sayest. Right.
It's like the example with Nate. Can your dog buy you some lamb?
Right.
See, now you see he's saying, well, it will be a CHIP out there, but that ain't the MOTB. See, now prophecy is catching up to him now. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, the words of the Lord are not mocked, man. They coming. If some man counts slackness, hey, the words of the Lord not slack. Right now, these prophecies are going to pursue you. Now they get ready to cleave onto you.
And the words of the Lord are getting ready to devour you. Getting ready to consume you people.
He said, shall my words be like fire? And people like
Jeremiah
going back you up.
Yep. No, it's gonna completely consume you, man. And you're not gonna be able to get it off of you, man. The scriptures talk about like the dew from heaven. Like you wake up in the morning, you go out early on an early day, go out here like 4 or 5 in the morning, man, and see if there ain't dew all over everything, even on the inside part of your door handle. Okay, there's dew everywhere, man. That's how these prophecies are getting ready to be on these people, man. There ain't gonna be no closing your eyes and wishing yourself to be back in Kansas, man. This is where you meant to be. This is where you're supposed to be, man. And there ain't no yellow brick road for you to follow to lead you into a path of salvation. Your ass gotta walk that lonely, dusty ass road that your punk ass wanted to walk in. Yep. How? Yeah, then you're gonna be in that difficult place. Okay, you're gonna be in between a rock and a hard place. Okay, finish that up though.
Ezekiel 12, man, oh, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth,
That's what Israel's saying. Our people. It is, Esau, he's ratting on his own self, saying this nigga want to put his chip out, he's got to chip everybody, So they sort of say they in the know a little bit about what's going on, what's children of the light of Washington, the children of the Lord, what we serve praise,
he prophesied of the times that are far off.
Yeah, this is the thoughts of you fucking Israelites, man. You clown ass Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You hear the prophets of the Lord out here prophesying the things that are getting ready to come, and you're like, man, these guys are crazy, man. And if it was to even come, it ain't gonna come in our lifetime. Okay, well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? And then shall the prophet be known, and lo, it will come. Okay. And lo, it will come. Just remember that part. Okay.
Even in the time of Egypt, it's known about Father Joseph. It was known that when he was a prophet, told him in slavery, all the captivities of Israel. The prophets were always made known. If the word came to pass, who the Lord he said, therefore, saying to them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done. That's
right. Lord, the words of the Lord are going to happen, man. They're going to come to pass. Isaiah 55 and 11. They're going to come to pass. You had that? Yeah.
That's the book of Isaiah 55, verse 11.
There ain't no escaping the words of the Lord, man. You're gonna escape taxes. You're gonna escape a ticket from the police, but you can't escape the words of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man, who you regularly call God and Jesus Christ. There ain't no way, shape, or form. Ain't no time machine, man. It's only in the movies. Can't escape the Lord, man. The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun beholding all things, man. You don't think he'll find you? You don't think he gonna bring the judgment to you, man? Okay. Either laden with iniquity. Okay. And see, the Lord is getting ready to come and show his power on the earth and to deliver those that made themselves weak in the sight of this world, man. That humbled themselves down, man. Because it's the Lord who's got the strength. It's not us. What we do when we prophesy, when we teach, when we go out on the highways and byways, that's not of us. We're not doing it for us to be looked at as, we're somebody, man. Because we're nothing at the end of the day. The Lord can raise up stones to do what we do. But see, we're doing what the Lord commanded us to do. And he's going to come down and he's going to see, all right, he's going to separate the sheep from the goat. These are my sheep. Put them into my fold, into my, my secret place. And the rest of y'all getting ready to get judged for what you've been doing to my sheep. Y'all been sharing them, making profit off of them. You've been tormenting my sheep. Okay? And so now you got to pay for all these things, man. Go ahead.
Just the book of Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish
that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yeah, when you read up above, the scriptures are talking about rain coming down, man. And so shall the words of the Lord come down. They're gonna come down, and guess what? You ain't never in your simple ass life seen raindrops going back up into the air. Never. And you're never gonna see that. So the words of the Lord ain't never gonna return unto him void either. The raindrops go back up to the clouds, and like, well, we just couldn't water those plants. Couldn't water that field. No. The raindrops fell and it watered the field. Point blank, period. There ain't no, well, you see it this. No. There ain't no circumlocution, man, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. There ain't no talking in circles around the words of the Lord coming down, man. He spoke it, and it is what it is. Okay? And the Lord, one of the things that the Lord spoke about was this enemy coming down upon us with great wrath, man. Okay? And this is what a lot of you simple ass jakes out here fail to understand, is that we're not your enemies. Okay? Contrary to what some spiritual life guys like to talk about, we're not the enemies here. Esau is the enemy. He's the guy that you need to be worried about, not us. What you need to be worried about is, what are you doing to be delivered? Because what this devil is getting ready to bring upon the earth, man, you ain't going to be able to get yourself out of it. The scripture itself said that the day shall be shortened for the elect's sake, lest there be no flesh to save, man. If the Lord don't come back to deliver us, we're done. We're finished. There wasn't no side note that said maybe they can get themselves out. No. We're left out here to fucking flop like fish until the Lord comes and puts us back into the water, man. Okay? Get that Revelation 12. Okay.
12, read. Therefore rejoice, ye heaven, he that dwelleth, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and on the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Yeah, man. See, this devil, he knows that he has but a short time, man. That's why they're doing they do these meetings every year, and now in secret, not letting no media into it. They just putting out their own little videos and clips here and there. Okay, but nonetheless, what Esau Edom is plotting is to bring swift judgment upon the world, bring a swift end to what you know as society as you know it, and to bring a new beginning, a new world. Okay, and it's going to be ordered by him. Okay, if you catch what I'm saying. Esau Edom is bringing a new order upon the earth, man. Or he's trying to. And he's going to try to fill his belly, but he ain't going to do it. But nonetheless, this is what the Lord is allowing this devil to do. Okay, to bring about this time of trouble, spoken of in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Okay, such as a time like such as never been before on the earth. Okay.
Before we get to the deliverance is coming. So Psalms 2:1 says, "Why do the heathen rage?" The number one heathen, Esau Edom. Okay, but this WEF or Economic Forum is all these nations come together. All right, it says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" That vain thing is ultimately the NWO. All right, the basically the mass branding. They use the word branding, which is charagma of everybody on the planet Earth. Those are vain. That's a vain thing, because the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together, aka WEF, and taking counsels to get counsel together against Yahweh, All right, because here the prophets are speaking what the Lord determines to bring, but hey, they got their own agenda. All right, so you're speaking against the Lord. It says, and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Okay, so the Heavenly Father, as you sit together with your council, you speaking high on what you plan on doing by 2030, you know, how you plan on doing this to address this issue. And, you know, ultimately, you know, they're pushing for complete control of all energy and resources, all right, and to make you a slave, all right, to this beast system, okay? Exactly, perpetual slave to this beast system, and they're going to be able to accomplish that by the way of their technology, man. Okay, through that technology, once they put you on that grid, okay, everything's on that grid. Once they put you on that grid, aka the Internet of Things, as the brother said, you're going to be a perpetual slave, but that's the main thing. All right, the Lord's going to have you in derision, and he's going to deliver his man from this snare that you get ready to set on the planet Earth. Okay.
Here. Book of Psalm chapter 11, verse 2. For lo, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow upon a string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart. Because wanted to is ultimately to get, you know, all control over the whole world. But he really wanted, you know, to chip the hopefully elect. He wanted to be elect. Because he got really, sure. But he really fighting for his birthright. So, you know, if he can't, you know, chip us and basically who is the Lord will come back and save it, they receive his mark. You know, his contingency plan is to fight the Lord. That's why the scripture says, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Because the Lord is going to defend his man. He has reserved men who are not worship, you know, the beast, nor receive his mark.
And real quick to talk on that point that Fernando was speaking about, this Revelation 13 and verse 14 that says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had wound by a sword and did live. And a part of those miracles is just technology. Okay, and here it is. You got this, what is it, Neuralink, which is supposedly making blind people see and lame people walk. All right, and you know, missiles, and he can bring fire down from heaven. All right, he can do all different types of things. He can cure cancer through his technology. Okay, even though you may end up through, but he'll still cure it, so to say. And but it says he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the way of his miracles, man. And that's the thing, is that a lot of the people of the world are deceived by the technology that and the advances that is brought upon the world to the point to where they believe this man to have a certain type of power in this world. And this is why a lot of the majority of our people which lack faith, they're gonna run and flock to this devil, okay, because they see him as a power when he's not. He's been given power, but he is not a power. You can't be a power if you was given the power. Okay? See, Yahweh Shai, he was that power from the beginning. He was given all power. All authority has been given unto him. He gave you, Esau, the blessing that you got. Yahweh Shai, that is. If you can perceive it, he was Isaac. He gave you that power. And the man who gave you that power is getting ready to come back and strip that shit from you. Okay? But you brothers got it.
Back up from that revelation. Job chapter 13, verse 4 says, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. You know, going to him deceiving those by his miracles. You know, that's what scripture says in 2 Thessalonians, that he coming after the working of Satan with all lions and wonders, you know, lion wonders. And if going to that lion wonders, going to pseudo, you know, going to his pseudo science, man. It's like his so-called treat of cancer, but then here you is full of side effects, and you die of something else.
Somebody get that Psalms 40, and somebody also hold Psalms 17. Whoever got the Psalms 140, go ahead and get that.
It's 140.
So
Chief musician, Psalm of David. Deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, from the evil man.
Hey, bro, this is what we got to pray for, man, to deliver us from this wicked man. Because the things that he's gonna do, hey, man, our punk asses, man, we sit at a red light too goddamn long with that 5G tower. We start to get a headache. How the hell can you combat that? You gonna put on an aluminum hat? You know, look like one of these bug outs out here. What can you do to combat what this devil's gonna do? This fucking devil's talking about putting the mRNAs into food, man.
That's it.
Why do you think Yahushua said, "Lest there be no flesh to save," man? You think that was just him just spewing some thought in his mind, man? No, he was speaking prophecy, man. He has to come back. He knew what was going to be done in the latter times, man. Why do you think these guys? I ain't gonna name no names, but his first name started with the 3 letters, Bill. To the gates of hell, he shall go. Why do you think he's buying up all this farmland? Okay, all these throughout COVID, you had a lot of farmers go bankrupt. Okay, because people weren't going to the grocery stores like that. Grocery stores weren't buying food from the farmers. Farmers were sitting on a bunch of crops. They were burning it. They were killing livestock. And now we're seeing the effects of that. All these food prices going up. Why? Because there's not that is a shortage, but a lot of those crops that got burned off, this is the years that you were supposed to be getting that shit. Okay?
Going to Ill Bill, one of the things he did, was Ill Bill. One of the things he did was with his computers, he made this virus so that he needed his software. So this is the same guy that's what Esau does. He creates a problem so you have to come to him for the solution. So what is Bill Gates got to do with humanitarian issues?
He's a doctor.
Not no doctor, but he's speaking in the behalf of the medical world now.
You don't even have a college degree. But then again, what? Hey man, this world is just not made for us. Because, goddamn, bro, how do you not see the bullshit in this man's society? It's like you got to go to school, but this nigga who ain't never been to college is telling you what you got to eat and what he's getting ready to put in your food, and you got to take his shit. And if you don't, your ass is you take your kids away, you lose your job. Like, bro, this is straight. This is a world of madness. Okay, and it's like you still got clowns talking about I'm just gonna keep my head down and give my money. Okay, well, I guess you'll be born through somebody's loins because we know we ain't gonna see you on no chariot. We gonna see you on one of those fighter jets. that dirt fight. But hey, man, we need deliverance, man. Micah 2:10. This is not our rest. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And it continues, it says, preserve me from the violent men.
Yeah, who's the violent man? This is Esau Edom. Who's the one that goes around the four corners of the earth terrorizing people? Killing people in other nations. Telling you what you can and cannot do. And that's the point that we're getting at. What do you think ESG is about? Environmental social governance. What do you think that's all about? That's about controlling your every movement. You're watching, controlling or watching your carbon footprint to be able to control what you can and cannot do. Or you ate too much steak this week. We got to cut you off. As a matter of fact, you got to eat celery all next week. Yeah, that's hell, man. Well, you weren't really too friendly to the people at your work today, so we gotta take your social credit score down a couple notches, so you're not gonna be allowed into your public grocery store anymore because that's a little too high end for you now. You don't fall within the qualifying bracket of social credit score.
Hey, and you got to the point now. What your boy Biden said? He said years ago, can brain scans take place? Can determine whether somebody is gonna basically commit a violent crime. So you only got to say that. Just let you get excited or get angry, even though you don't act on it.
Right.
Let you get angry. That device pick up them wavelengths in your brain.
You was too angry.
Yeah,
you was too angry today.
But I didn't do nothing. Well, hey, your signals in your brain, man, it spiked up. Yeah, you know, so.
And it wasn't dopamine levels. It was something else that was risen.
Yeah,
your testosterone got a little too high today. I don't know what it was that you was working out or what it was, but your shit we gotta take it down a couple notches, you know. The way your bank account gonna work now is this. You ain't gonna be able to take out money on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The days you gotta pay bills.
Hey, we make you know, we make a little humor of it, but this is real shit, man. This is the thing that they're gonna be capable of doing, man, in this new world, man. Okay? This ain't nothing that we just making up. With these things they'll be able to do. They'll be able to have complete control over everything, every aspect of your life, man. No more privacy.
Right.
That's done.
And they kind of showed you that throughout your whole life with the whole credit score. Well, you don't qualify to buy this type of car. You don't qualify to buy this type of home. You don't qualify to be financed for this amount of money because your credit score sucks. Or whatever. That was a form of social credit. But now it's going to be based off of everything that you do because they're going to be able to track things in real time. This is what the whole 5G network was set up for. Okay, that they've yet to fully implement. Just because your phone says 5G UC on it doesn't mean that you're getting full 5G wavelengths because if you did, your punk ass might have been fried by now. Okay, but what they got coming is real time analytics working in a way to where they're able to see exactly what you're doing at all times and qualify it in a system of credit, you know, of scores, man. So you had a red light and you when that shit turned green, and the points go down. Watch that show Black Mirror, man. I forget what episode I showed the brother. They scan each other with the phone and they rate each other. And if you had bad encounters with people, they rate you bad. Your score went down. Anything lower than I think it was like a 4.0 or 4.1, you weren't really allowed to certain places. There was one dude in the episode where nobody in the office liked him, so they all rated him bad to where he couldn't even go inside the building anymore. So he's at the door, and the chicks, the main character is walking into the job place, and he's like, "Can you let me in?" She's like, "No." She's looking at his credit score because she scans him. And how do you think they were scanning him, man? Through the chip. They don't show it in the thing, but how else do you think they scanning the people? She pointed her phone at him, and his whole profile come up. It was the chip, man. But he wasn't allowed into the building anymore because of the score. He had to get it back up. And then the chick near the end of the episode, she done fucked the whole shit up. She was trying to get a rental. She couldn't even qualify for a good rental. She had to get like a couple-year-old shit that it was an electric car that they didn't even make the charging for that shit anymore. So her punk ass ended up stranded on the side of the road because that shit ran out of battery. So this is what's getting ready to come, man. And if your punk ass really wants to live through this, then good riddance, because that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to die. Just like all these other people that were wanting to be included into the society, look at them now, dropping dead like flies, man.
Wanted to brothers speak about how they having a perpetual slavery.
Well, the scriptures say, "You shall go through the heathen for the one of all things." Now Esau Edom is really coming to implement that in a full, on a heavy scale, to where if you don't do right by what he says, you ain't even gonna be able to get what he got to give you. You know, good. Yep.
So real quick, we're going into worshiping the beast and the women. You guys be fully into it, fully committed to it, be able to partake in anything.
So March 9th, 2022, President Biden quietly signed Executive Order 14067. Buried inside this order is a sinister provision that could give the government unprecedented control over your money and freedom. In fact, this provision sets the stage for legal government surveillance of all U.S. citizens, total control over your bank account purchases, and the ability to silence all dissenting voices for good.
Good precept. Before that, Psalm 37, and going into pretty much full tracking. Esau Edom, the elite do track, monitor, and watch. So Psalm 37, verse 32, the wicked watches the righteous, the wicked flee. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, but will condemn him. So Edom is looking, watch what slay the elect. But Israel looks at in the book of Revelation, where it speaks about the remnant being divided. Because you know that he has 2/3 of our people. He's looking for the innocent, the righteous, the five-wise virgins. If he pierce them, there will be nobody for the Lord to come back and save. That's what this whole agenda is aimed at when they're up here in these summits.
Would you like to hear something?
Verse 2. This is Psalms 140, verse 2. Which imagine mischief in their heart.
Somebody get that where it says that they can't sleep lest they do evil. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Read that again. And then read that one verse.
Which imagine mischief in their heart.
Yeah, the violent man. The violent man. How to say it again?
It says, "Deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart continually. Are they gathered together for war?"
Yeah, meditate mischief, man. These guys, all they do is come together. They make these little leagues together, and they come about to bring about mischief on the earth, man. Somebody got that? Go ahead.
This is the book of Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it.
And this is the morning of Esau's kingdom. The sun is up on his kingdom, and he's practicing all his mischief that he wants, man. All right, go ahead.
It reads on. It says, because it is in the power of their hand.
Yeah, the earth has been given onto the hand of the wicked. Okay, and he's doing whatsoever he wants to on the earth because he has the power to do so. That has been given unto him. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
That wasn't the one I was looking for.
I got one. Proverbs.
I think it's in Proverbs. Yeah, go ahead.
Proverbs 4:16. The KJV says, "For they sleep not except
That's the one I was looking for. Yep.
For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause come to fall."
Yeah, so that's the violent man. He can't sleep unless he does some type of mischief, man. Which is this is what we're asking the Lord to take us from. Because these devils, bro, you wonder why all these motherfucking rich ass elites are all bald. It's because these niggas stay up pondering what the hell they gonna do on the earth, man. These niggas be stressing out like, damn, how we gotta do this, we gotta make it quick because how shy coming back. We gotta do. We gotta stop him. We gotta subjugate these people. We gotta kill off the elect. We got so much to do. It's like, bro, these niggas are really working these things out, man, on a daily. You think it's just a one time in a year World Economic Forum? That's just for the show, man. They doing this shit every day behind closed doors, man.
5,000-10,000 people had the water out there. Like, nobody come up there.
These are a bunch of I wouldn't say low level, but these are low level guys compared to the elites that are out here in these fucking forums, man. Financial, government officials throughout the world, man.
Did it. Right. Doing the bidding.
Yeah, the henchmen.
You know, they underground.
Right.
Telling them to do these things and set this up, do all that, Meanwhile, they on the ground and it's all being orchestrated and played out. I mean, how about you on the left hand side?
There's Psalm 7, outside of verse 14. It says, "Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood." You go into one of the etymology of the word travaileth, it means to labor. So this man labors with iniquity, going to sin, and you're going to conceive means to take seed. So this devil's always constantly meditating on evil. There's pretty much the spirit in him is not upright. And falsehood is all the lies he puts up. Verse 7, not verse 7, Psalm 7, verse 15, he made a pit and digged it, and it's falling into the ditch which he made. And when you think about when you dig a pit, you gotta dig deep. So that's him and his wickedness. It says every thought and every one of them is deep. This man is going real deep, wickedness, all the way left, as they say. But that ditch he dig is gonna be from himself. It's gonna fall upon his own self. So Psalm 7, last one, Psalm 7, verse 16, his mischief shall return upon his own head. Going to that word mischief, it means to create an evil condition. So he creates an evil condition. Again, the whole setup he's doing right now is to have everybody in chaos, so he can bring an order in. So his mischief, all that's going to return back onto him. Because why? Because that ill dealing going to return onto the Lord. And his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pig, with his own head. And that violent dealing, it says in the book of Obadiah, it says for that the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. And violence means physical violence, but also means setting somebody up. It says in Proverbs, it says a violent man entices his neighbor and leadeth him in a way that's not right. That's what he's doing with the wicked of our people. He's the hireling that our people follow until ultimately he's gonna fall into a ditch with them.
Revelation 18 says, "Thus were violent, but Babylon will go down." In that same chapter, it says, "Rejoice, ye heavens, and ye holy apostles and prophets." So if you're in the right spirit, you can see that the Lord is setting this man up to fall into the ditch that he prepared for himself. Now this is Job, real quick, Job 18, right to the point. Job 18 and verse 8, "For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon the snare." Yeah, that's why this devil got to move at the pace he's moving at, like the brother Mayam said. He's moving with the swiftness. He's trying to come up with a way. But look, bro, there is no way, man. You're being brought to the king of terrors. Esau, Edom. Like verse 9, "The grin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side." And that's what's happening, man. Destruction is being made ready at this devil's side, man. See, that's why they want us ultimately moved off the platform. Flagging our channels, medical misinformation, because of the cat is out the bag, and the whole world know that you are the devil, man. Moab is tired of you, man. Ammon's tired of you. Ham tired of you, man. Everybody's tired of you, bro. So you have to move with the quickness, But ultimately, you're getting led to your destruction, Go back to that Psalm 140.
Psalm 143. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is the things that they speak, that they're bringing forth, man. Here it is, the World Economic Forum. You watch these videos, these guys are literally telling you what they're getting ready to do upon the earth, man. And it's straight up poison, man. Literally. They're talking about putting things into your food, man. So they don't have to worry about, they don't want to get it. All right, cool. Well, let's just put it in their food. That's demonic, man. If you hear that and you're like, oh, that's a good idea, you're a goddamn demon yourself. And you're going to be destroyed, man. Unless you repent if you're an Israelite. But, hey, man, these devils, bro, this is why you got to watch out for these devils, man. Can't trust their words because it's poison laced within their words, man. And if you believe it's going to poison your mind. Okay? And you're going to become defiled, man. You're going to die. Okay? Go ahead.
Proverbs 5 and 3. It says, for the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. That's just going in on the philosophies of the wicked, man. Left hand wisdom. Okay? And that's what Esau, the so-called white man, is enchanting the world with, man. You know? That wine that got other nations drunk. The other nations are mad. The priests were just going in on, man. You know? Moab is sick of you. All these other nations are done with your rulership, man. You know? You clearly don't know how to rule. So now they're trying to take this. They think they next up, which is not according to the script. You know? But like the scripture said, you know, I'm going to read one more time. It says, for the lips of a strange woman, okay, the left hand wisdom, okay, being a strange woman, Satan, philosophies, is witchcraft, is enchantments. It says, drop as in honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. And that's what it is with them. You know, telling you, oh, you know, because they're coming with a deceitful tactic. Oh, climate, the earth is under destruction because of the climate crisis. You know, too much energy is being used. There's too many humans on the earth. So us being the heroes and being smart, we can see this and we're going to control everything. We're going to make the world a better place. You know, problem, reaction, and solution. You know, they creating the problem because these devils are the ones that's damaging the earth, poisoning the air, poisoning the food, poisoning the water. They're not telling you that, though. You know, they're telling you that you're the problem. Things that the earth been surviving off of for years. They say it's the problem, man.
They have other means of environmental friendly ways of giving you energy. Solar panels, you know what I'm saying? Other, you know, methods to give you energy without polluting the environment, but it's not lucrative.
If you do all this solar panels and wind farms and shit, but it costs too much money to build these things, and it doesn't produce as much. Like Bro said, it's not lucrative. It doesn't bring back as much energy so they can charge it as much as they would want.
Because the sun gonna raise every day.
Right.
Like
12
the
hours.
wind gonna blow. But you know it's gonna raise.
Cloudy days.
Yeah, cloudy days. But the wind's gonna blow. You can actually even get energy from running water.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but they can't tax that. You know how they able to tax the energy they now, you know,
it's not conducive to their system. You know.
Right. And the fact that they're saying that the world is overpopulated should ask you, well, the one question that should pop to your mind, and it should be a very concerning question, is, well, what are you going to do about the population? What do you mean? Where's the problem in this? Like, what are you trying to get at?
Exactly. Because there's only one way.
Yeah, to control that.
Control that.
But Bill Gates said it.
Right.
They said it.
To do away with you.
Yeah. Because proper healthcare services and that proper vet needs. You know, he said it.
Maximilian.
Uh-huh.
Get that Maximus.
Verse 4 says, but her end is bigger as wormwood,
Yeah, that's what happens is when you believe the words of this devil, man, they're bitter. Like wormwood, man. It just deteriorates you. You start to become decrepit. Look at these Jake, man. Look at these what are they fucking not superstars, but I guess superstars, celebrities. There you go. Look at these celebrities, man. These guys believed in the words that these devils told them, and they went and did with the things that they did, and now look at them. A lot of these guys are killing themselves, dying off, heart through as hell all you can be, looking like a bag of potatoes. Okay, ankles. You got what's his name? Emmett Smith. This man can't even walk. I mean, he can walk, but bro, this man got an elevator in his house because he can't even climb stairs, bro. He's so through. Gave his whole life to entertain Esau, and now this nigga needs an elevator in his house because he can't walk up the stairs. They showed a video of this man playing, going to play golf. They had to put him in a golf cart and ride him up to where where the ball was, just so he can hit it from there. Like, bro, this dude can't walk. He's through. He played for what, 20-something years or some shit like that, running back. You know them knees are through. And Shaq is next. That nigga might really have a Shaq attack.
Never trust my enemy, man.
Yeah.
Never trust the enemy, man. First go see that go down to Egypt.
Yeah.
They finna go down to Egypt and whip for this Egypt.
Right.
They find out the heart.
Because that's how Esau hunts. You know, you think about a snake. You know, the hunting technique of a snake is to get you close enough to bite you, especially if you fight them with venom. You know, because venom is it's a neurotoxin, so he just bites you and leaves you the fuck. Gonna see you squirming for a little bit, and then you're gonna be sitting duck, and that's what Jake is right now, sitting duck. And it's gonna swallow you whole, yeah.
And it's what Satan is doing to you, Jakes, is no different than what he did to Yahushua. He showed him everything that his whole heart could desire, the control over everything. And all Satan was like, just worship me, and I'll give you all of this. Well, he's doing that to you niggas. Look, just do what I tell you to do, and all this can be yours. All the riches, all the women, the money, the power, all this can be yours. Just do what I say. And y'all fell for it. What y'all did you who you called Jesus? Did he accept what Satan told him? No. He said, as it is written. He said, as it is written, man. You shall not live off bread off alone. What else?
And thou shalt serve the Lord.
Y'all shall serve the Lord and no other God, man. But y'all chose to serve Satan. So now you got to be judged for that. And that's why your punk ass is falling under Satan's spell in these last days. Okay?
Because Jake want that bread. Jake want to live. You know, that's why y'all told us he that
shall gain his life, shall lose
it. Right. So Jake want to physically eat to survive, not understanding the spiritual bread, the spiritual manna from heaven, which is try to gain your life. Right. You know, so if you don't believe in me, nigga, I got this man set up for you. Now, nigga, here you go. Here go life. You know,
because the same man that Yahushua set up to give you that so-called life is the same one that he's going to use to take away that life from you. Because everything that you've been prone to doing in your life is getting ready to be flipped upside down, so to say. You're not going to be going out to the clubs no more like that. Well, you party too much. You drink too much at these clubs, so third, your car ain't gonna turn on for a couple weeks.
Your seat won't allow you to enter in the third.
Right. Yeah. And guess what? They were talking about this in one of the World Economic Forums. I was talking with the brother about this. They were talking about it with the some guy from India. I forget exactly what his official title was, but they were asking him about what artificial intelligence and what its role in the workplace will do and how it would affect people. And they were like, well, what are your words to those that are worried about AI taking over their jobs? Well, the guy said, well, it's going to take over a lot of jobs, but it's going to create a lot of new jobs. Like, bro, wait a minute. So all this shit's getting ready to take your job, take you away from what you do, And it's supposedly going to create, they're going to create new jobs. Man, what you going to go stand and stare at a computer and be like, okay, well, this thing's functioning okay? No. These computers are called AI, artificial intelligence. They learn, okay? You don't think they're going to learn how to become self-efficient? Okay? Your punk ass is going to be at home. Stuck. They showed you that 2 years ago. They don't need you, man.
In the metaverse, the digital world.
Right. They don't fucking need you, man. They need you with some goggles on and that's it. Consuming. Being a goddamn slave, man. That's all they need you for. Do what I say, and if you don't, we're gonna unplug you. And now you no use for us. But guess what? We already got your soul. You already gave in. Okay? Continue on that. I think read to like verse 9 or so.
4 says, Psalms 40, verse 4. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent men who have proposed to overthrow my going.
Yeah, these devils have purpose to overthrow your goings, man. This is the thought of these devils, is to overthrow the goings of the Israelites, more specifically the elect. Okay? That's their whole MO behind everything that they do, is to overthrow you jakes, man. Put you in a pit so that they can point and laugh and say, look at you fuck ups. Look how stupid you were that you believed me. Throw some dirt down on you. How do you like that, boy? And then make you work your way out of there, in the hole that he put you in. And he ain't giving you no ladder, but he expects you to climb up out of that hole. Otherwise, you're a loser. You're a deadbeat. And what do they lower the basket down? He puts the lotion on the skin. You gotta do what I say, homeboy, or you ain't coming out of this hole. I ain't gonna leave. I ain't gonna roll down no food like that movie. I ain't gonna roll, let down no food unless you put the lotion on, man. Fucking Esau, man. But keep going.
Verse 5. Yep. Verse 5. Maybe verse 1. To keep me, O Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent men who have purpose to overthrow my going. The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I'd like to thank everybody that was a part of these negotiations. That's what Esau's getting ready to come at you with, man. He's getting ready to hit you with that gotcha. And guess what? It's going to be a little too late when you realize it. Because guess what you're going to have in your hand?
Going to that word, gins in Hebrew. Greek.
Which word? Oh, grins.
Yeah,
they have set
gins.
grins.
It says
GRINNS.
G-I-N.
Oh, my thing is showing GRINS. Like,
it says make lure near.
He's a coward. And is not Israel known as a speckled bird? Go ahead.
It says, verse 6, it says, I said unto the Lord, thou art my power, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, hear the voice of my supplication, O Lord.
And this is why it's important to pray, to cry out unto the Lord. Because the Lord will hear your voice, man. Okay, this is King David. Okay, a Psalm of David, man. And are we not trying to be a part of the sure mercies of David? Well, you got to be doing what David was doing, man. Praying to the Lord, crying out unto the Lord, man. Praying that the Lord keeps that spirit on you in these times of trouble. Okay? Go ahead.
O power, Yahweh.
And the Lord not deliver David from all his enemies? Okay? Anytime David was getting ready to go to war, what did he do? He consulted the Lord first. Well, we getting ready to go to war against Esau in the spiritual sense. And we got to pray to the Lord that he gives us over to he gives our enemies over to our hands, man. In the spiritual sense. That we may overcome the wiles of the devil. Okay? Go ahead.
So how God, Lord, the strength of my salvation, thou hast covered my head, day of battle. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked, further not his wickedness, his wicked device, please they exalt themselves.
Yeah, see, so hey man, this is what we gotta pray. We gotta pray that the Lord not let the desires of these wicked fucking devils come to pass, man. That he come and make a speedy riddance of them and disappoint them, as it says in the book of Job. Okay? And take them away from and take the power away from them. Spirit. But you know, we gotta pray and ask the Lord for these things, man. He said, whatsoever you shall ask for in my name, that shall it be given thee, man. We have to believe that. We wholeheartedly have to believe in the words and in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And know that what he said will come to pass. And know that what you ask for shall come to pass, man. With all faith and confidence in the Lord, man. Ain't nothing wrong with having confidence in the Lord. Don't let those spirits come upon you thinking that you're proud, man. No, man, there's a difference between being proud and being confident in the Lord, man. Okay? Right, exactly. That's pretty much on that. Anybody got any closing precepts? You might get that Psalms 17 then. Start at well, start around verse start at verse 8.
Psalm 17, verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. From the wicked that oppress me, from the deadly enemies who pass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is that these devils, they've been so used to ruling for so long, and they have the riches of the world, and they have the dominion of the earth, that their minds have been diluted by that. It's been polluted. Okay, it's clouded their judgment to actually believing that there can be nothing done against them. Okay, and that's a dangerous person to be around. Someone who thinks that nothing can be done against them. And here it is, they're doing nothing but straight wickedness. That's a dangerous person to be around, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 11, they have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places.
Yeah, does the scriptures not say that as a lion, he's seeking whom he may devour? He's over here in the bushes, licking his lips, man. Ready to pounce on you niggas, man. And he's telling you about everything that he's getting ready to do. That's the crazy thing. It's like, bro, he's telling you that he's getting ready to pounce on you, and you niggas are just staring off into space, man. Like, bro, you hear the nigga purring in the bushes. That's a lion, nigga. That ain't no cat house. That ain't no domesticated house cat in there. That's a big ass lion. Your ass is gazelle, just sitting there, just
Nigga, run.
yeah, bro. Hey, bro, what's wrong with you niggas, man?
That's they caught up in the Bucks game.
Yep.
They caught up in the world, man. You know, they just eating that grass.
Lost in the sauce. You get lost in the sauce too, like who just that? And that's what happened to a lot of niggas. They lost in the sauce, man. God damn. Go ahead.
Verse 13, arise, O Yahweh, watch me outside, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
This is what we're asking the Lord to do, is deliver us from the wicked, Esau, Edom, Malachi 1 and 4, who is thy sword. Genesis chapter 27, the man who got the blessing of the sword, Esau, Edom, he is the wicked. The man who the earth has been given onto, he is the wicked. He is the one in rule here in these last days. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? So we ain't got too much worrying to worry about, but we still have to pray to the Lord, man. We still have to make our calling of election sure by praying to the Lord, asking him to deliver our punk asses, man. Even though we ain't shit, we sung to the Lord, okay? But even though we committed sin, we've gone off, we're going to continue to go off, from time to time. But the Lord looks upon his elect as a very tender and delicate woman, as his fervent lover. And he will hear your cries, man. You just got to make it known. You got to cry out unto the Lord, man. Let him know that this ain't what you... Look, I ain't trying to let this man come on me, man. Because that's what Esau Edom's trying to do. He's trying to climb on top of you. I'm crying out, Lord. I'm crying out. Your law said that man shall be stoned and I shall be let go. Okay? But if I don't cry out, you're going to be partakers with him in that stoning. Okay? What got anything else?
Job 19 and 29, be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishment of the Lord, that ye may know that be afraid of it. It's what we're telling you. We're warning you from the left-hand side of the Most High here. Cleaned up the last time.
And ultimately, be afraid of the Lord. The Lord tells us not to fear man who can kill body, but fear him who can kill the soul and the body. So that's what you should fear. The Lord said, "Want him from me." He is the sword of the Lord. The Lord has him in his left hand. The Lord is the one doing the swinging. Okay, that's what you should fear, is that the left hand of the Lord, which ultimately is Esau. But fear the Lord, man, above all. This nigga's gonna be done away with. He's gonna be nothing but a dream, and very soon. Okay, but that judgment will come upon the earth. Okay, that Jeremiah 30 and 7, that time of Jacob's trouble will come. And if you ain't ready, if you ain't been made ready, if you can't make yourself ready, the Lord got to make you ready. Okay, He mustereth the host for the battle. Is the elect not a part of the Lord's army? So the Lord has to make you ready for the battle that's to come, man. And if you haven't been exercised, you're not gonna be found fit, man. And the part of the things that we have to do to make ourselves ready is to pray, ask the Lord to keep that spirit upon us. Fast, brother's been harping on that, a lot. I speak to myself first and foremost, and hey, man, just watch. Okay, watch, because hey, these things are already prepared. We're just waiting for these things to happen on the earth, man. So without anything else. So with that, Lord's with us was edifying. We want to give all the praises and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Shai, by Hashem, double honors to the elders, apostles of the great millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and its truth and sincerity. That would say shalom.